decide to fight for myself every match. And I didn't say a word.
After Jade Cargill attack accusation, WWE makes Liv Morgan announcement before SmackDown. Liv Morgan wants to make it to WrestleMania, but before she can do that, she has to overcome other challenges, especially the accusations that she was behind attacking Jade Cargill. Now, she's set for a huge challenge on WWE Smackdown. Ahead of this week's show, Aldis announced the matches fans can expect from the night. He discussed how Jimmy Uso would face Drew McIntyre, as previously scheduled, and even booked a 6-man tag team match between the tense team of Solo Sikoa, Fatu, and Tama Tonga and the very unusual team of rivals Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, and Braun Strowman. However, he also booked another match for Liv Morgan, where she will face Naomi, one of her accusers. Two huge matchups that I am pleased to announce right now. The first one is Naomi going one-on-one with Liv Morgan. Very excited about that. And secondly, we got a 6-man tag team match of Tama Tonga, Fatu, and Solo Sikoa. They will be taking on the trio of Braun Strowman, Damian Priest, and the WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. In addition to the existing matches that are already announced, which are Jimmy Uso one-on-one with Drew McIntyre. And the tag team titles are on the line, Pretty Deadly challenging DIY. After Aldis aired previously unseen footage of Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez walking away from Jade Cargill while the star was being loaded in an ambulance, Bianca Belair and Naomi asserted that they were Jade Cargill's real attackers. With Liv Morgan facing Naomi, she will face a huge challenge, as she will want to prove her innocence, something that no one has believed her about so far. We just loved each other. WWE star Liv Morgan opens up about hurtful breakup. Liv Morgan recently opened up about her breakup with her former WWE partners. She claimed it left her devastated. After spending nearly 3 years in NXT, the former Women's World Champion debuted on the main roster as a member of the Riot Squad, alongside Ruby Soho FKA Ruby Riott and Valhalla FKA Sarah Logan. The group remained together for 2 years before splitting in 2019 when Morgan moved to SmackDown while her partners remained on Raw. When the 30-year-old later returned to Raw, she had a brief feud with Soho before they reconciled and reformed the Riot Squad in 2020. Nevertheless, they disbanded again about a year later when Soho was released from her contract. In a recent interview with No Contest Wrestling, Morgan revealed that she was devastated when she learned that WWE was breaking up the Riot Squad. She pointed out that she and her former partners loved each other and felt they still had so much to do together. When I found out we were gonna be separated, the Riot Squad, we were obviously devastated. I think, for a lot of reasons. 1. When we got together, we kinda just were thrown together as like makeshift group and I didn't necessarily have like personal relationships with Ruby or Sarah. But we bonded and got along so well and they just became sisters to me, to this day. And so, it was so sudden and there was no inkling of it happening, and I feel like we felt like we had so much to do as partners, and we just loved each other, obviously, and we enjoyed out time together, and we learned and grew so much together, she said. Liv Morgan is now a member of another WWE faction. Following her release in 2021, Ruby Soho joined AEW. Although Valhalla was also let go in 2020, she returned to WWE 2 years later. The former Riot Squad member is currently on maternity leave. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan is now one of the top female WWE superstars on the main roster. Last year, the former Women's World Champion joined the Judgment Day. After losing the title to Rhea Ripley earlier this year, the 30-year-old will compete in the Women's Elimination Chamber match for a shot at the Eradicators Championship at WrestleMania 41. It would be interesting to see if the Judgment Day member will come out victorious at the Elimination Chamber in Toronto. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan to replace Finn Balor with 2-time champion. Exploring potential new member in the Judgment Day. Finn Balor is going through a rough patch in his career right now. Despite having a huge opportunity to qualify for the Men's Elimination Chamber match, he ended up suffering yet another loss to Seth Rollins this week on Raw. Given his recent setbacks, Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan might be plotting to replace the Prince in the Judgment Day with a 2-time champion. WWE is 2 weeks from the Elimination Chamber, with the final 2 spots in the Chamber match up for grabs on Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor vs Seth Rollins is the blockbuster main event, with Roxanne Perez graduating from NXT to face Raquel Rodriguez for a final spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber. There's also an Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match between Jade Cargill fires back at Rikishi for supporting Naomi's attack. Jade Cargill fired back at WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi today for supporting Naomi during her betrayal. The Glow took responsibility for Cargill's attack this past Friday night on SmackDown after the former AEW star returned to attack her during the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Rikishi is the father of Jimmy Uso, who is married to Naomi in real life. The veteran shared a clip from his Off the Top podcast on his Instagram story today, revealing that he will be supporting Naomi throughout this situation. Rikishi suggested that Cargill made a mistake by putting her hands on his daughter-in-law. The 32-year-old responded to the legend today on X and claimed that she didn't care what he had to say. She added that Naomi deserved everything that was coming to her, and you can check out the NSFW message by clicking here. Bianca Belair was in a tag team with Jade Cargill when she was brutally attacked on the November 22, 2024, episode of WWE Smackdown. Belair won the Women's Elimination Chamber match to earn a title match at WrestleMania. The 35-year-old will be challenging for the Women's World Championship at the Show of Shows next month. Former WWE manager reacts to Naomi admitting she was behind Jade Cargill's attack. Wrestling legend Dutch Mantel recently commented on Naomi admitting she was the one who attacked Jade Cargill last year on WWE Smackdown. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down show, Mantel noted that the veteran's reason for the attack made sense. The veteran stated the 37-year-old wanted the former TBS champion out of the way so she could be in a tag team with Bianca Belair. But she gave a reason. She gave a reason because she thought Jade was in the way of her and Bianca, which kind of makes sense, and she didn't want to accept the thought she was between them, which gives a little bit of a reason why she did it. Jade Cargill has not competed since the November 11, 2024, episode of WWE Raw. It will be fascinating to see how she goes about getting her revenge on Naomi on the road to WWE WrestleMania 41. After Jade Cargill, Naomi to secretly attack another major WWE star due to recent events. Exploring the possibility, WWE superstar Naomi recently revealed herself as Jade Cargill's mystery attacker. The Glow said that she acted for the sake of her friend Bianca Belair, as she couldn't see the storm leech off her success. Interestingly, there is a chance that the SmackDown star could now secretly attack Iyo Sky for the same reason. The Women's World Champion recently did an in-ring segment with the est of WWE and Rhea Ripley. Mommy asked Belair why she was sitting at ringside for their match and accused her of helping Iyo Sky. Ripley also said that Belair should have minded her business with Naomi and Jade Cargill instead of meddling in hers. The Damage Control member tried to stop the other two wrestlers from arguing but was shoved aside by Mommy. Sky tried again but was shoved away by Bianca Belair this time. In response, the Japanese superstar slapped both of them, reminding them that she was the Women's World Champion and wouldn't tolerate any disrespect. While Iyo Sky was seemingly in the right for dealing with Ripley and Belair the way she did, this might not sit well with Naomi. The Glow could secretly attack the Damage Control member for the sake of her friend, just the way she assaulted Cargill. While this is a big possibility, all of this is speculation so far. Naomi and Jade Cargill could face each other at WrestleMania 41. Naomi had been enjoying a lot of success in WWE till Jade Cargill returned to the company. The Glow was the women's tag team champion alongside her friend Bianca Belair. She also